I call the meeting in order for the Village of Round Lake Beach. This is our board meeting from Monday, February 12th, 2018. Please call the roll.
Trustee Husk.
Here.
Trustee Valdez. Trustee Wallace.
Here.
Trustee Butler.
Here.
Trustee Nichols. Mayor Hill.
Here. Let the record show there's a quorum present. Would you all please rise and enter the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Are there any additions or deletions on the agenda? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Wallace,
Second?
second by trustee Nichols. We have a motion and a second. Any questions, corrections, clarifications? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, the agenda is approved as written. We have our council meeting minutes from January 22nd up for approval. Any corrections or clarifications on those? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second?
Motion by trustee Husk, second by trustee Butler. We have a motion and a second. Any questions, corrections, clarifications? Again, hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Those minutes are approved. Tonight, we have approval expenditures. We have $1,621,208.21. Those items have all been reviewed by staff and by the trustees. Some of the larger items in this month's billings. We have the health care for both January and February. That's a little over $240,000. We have our Lake Michigan Water from CLC Jawa, a little over $130,000. Lake County Public Works for our sewer. That's about 4 months here. That's, $565,000. We have some residual tax payments, $113,000, and some other odds and ends throughout the course. And again, the trustees have all reviewed it, the staff all reviewed the bills. Any of the trustees have any questions on those? If not, is there a motion to approve the bills?
So moved?
Motion by trustee Nichols,
Second.
second by trustee Wallace. We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
That's approved 4-0. We have no ratifications tonight, so we'll move on to our reports. Are there any standing committee reports? Well, I know we have a concert coming up this Saturday.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, no,
Saturday, 7 o'clock, Dave? 7 o'clock, the Blues. We have doubleheader, 2 blues groups.
Howard and the White Boys is one of them.
Oh, we're gonna get in trouble for that one.
What was the names
Come
on
on,
them
Dave,
both?
who we
Wayne
got?
Baker Brooks and Howard and the White Boys.
Brooks is a real good jazz blues, and it's gonna be a great evening, so come on out and join us for a great time.
no other reports tonight. Okay, move on to mayor's report then. It's always a pleasure to have the recognitions and introductions at the Village Hall here, and I'll turn it over to Chief Rivera to commence with the presentations.
Thank you, Mayor and the Board. We do have a lot today, and we have a lot because they kind of all go hand in hand. So first off, what I'd like to do is ask the members of the Round Lake Beach Police Foundation to come forward, step forward. In your mayor's report this year, sir, you talked about the Police Foundation, so I felt that we'd bring them out here and introduce them to you and to the community and who they are. Don't be scared. Come this way a little bit. They're very shy. So the members of the board, first off, I'll let you know what their I will say face the mirror.
Yeah.
The board. So basically, their mission is very simple. The mission of the Round Lake Beach Police Foundation is to promote a strong partnership between the police department and the community, and to solicit and disperse funds that will assist the police department in providing for the community safety and security that is beyond the level of support of other funding. So as you mentioned in your presentation earlier this year, Mayor, if we had a natural disaster or things like that, the Police Foundation is really set to help us out with that. In addition to that, they help us out with things like Shop with a Cop, National Night Out, and other things to help us reach out to the community. Before you, we have Denise Jackson is the president. The vice president is Corey Jackson, her husband. Nancy Radford, a familiar face out here, is our treasurer. Jade Labron is our secretary. Kelly Clancy, who is also a big member of our CAT teams, is our special events. And then we have Dick Barr and Dave Shrunk are with us for marketing. And then Martha Ibarra, who volunteers for almost everything in the community, is also a member of the foundation. So I wanted to introduce them to you. Get a chance to say hello to them so you know who's out there.
Well, it's great to get to meet you all, and you guys have done a great job getting this off the ground, and look forward to more events in the future. Thank you very much for your help.
Go ahead, Denise.
And in honor of our first event that we held back in October of 2017, Heroes Behind the Badge Ball, I'd like to present you with a certificate. Thank you for donating the venue to us.
Absolutely, it's a great event, and look forward to getting more in the future.
We also had one other presentation that Nancy mentioned she wanted to do for one of our officers while she was up here, so I'm gonna let her go ahead and do that. Go ahead, Nancy.
Okay. Thank you all for allowing me to speak this evening. My name is Nancy Radford, that's already been determined, and I'm here tonight wearing 3 hats. My Teen Court hat, my Round Lake Beach Police Foundation hat, and my community member hat. As a member of the Round Lake Beach community, I can't say enough about the respect I have for the Round Lake Beach Police Department. Over the past few weeks, I've witnessed them take time out of their day to bond with community youth, do a wellness check on a village resident, and patrol the neighborhoods during the 9 days of snow. As a member of the Round Lake Beach Police Foundation Board, I admire them for the support we've received as we sponsored our very first ever fundraiser. The Heroes Behind the Badge Ball. For those of you who don't know, it was an evening to honor the children of all Lake County fire, police, and emergency personnel, and to thank them for giving up the time with their parents so that our communities can be safe. In addition to the children of our heroes, the committee also identified 3 community youth to be recognized as heroes for making positive changes in their lives and becoming a role model for their peers. That brings me to my teen court hat. One of the young heroes was a young lady going through teen court on a misdemeanor charge. This young lady had been struggling to find the support she needed to successfully make her positive changes permanent ones. But the teen court jurors were behind her and kept her motivated month after month. Because of this young defendant's persistence in making positive behavior change and her resilience when she relapsed, she was chosen to be recognized as a hero at the event. Her escort that evening was Officer Timothy Goodwin. The two became fast friends that night, and to this day, Officer Goodwin has been a mentor to Melissa. He makes it a point to check up on her, keep her motivated to do her best. She knows she can contact him when she has a bad day, and he will be there for support and guidance. I have personally witnessed the change in this young lady, and I would like to thank Officer Goodwin for going above and beyond. It is people like him that help to make teen court so successful. He is a shining example of the positive difference a police department can make when they work together with us for our youth and family. He truly is this young lady's guardian angel. So I think it would be most appropriate for her to present this recognition to Officer Timothy Goodwin. I just thought maybe a couple of words from Melissa and her mom about this. Anything you want to say? She's very shy. Not. What do you want to say? Go. Speak.
I wanted to say thank you to him because he's been there when I needed someone, and he has helped me through the struggles, and he keeps in touch with us. And then when I always make a promise with him that I'm going to be good, sometimes I keep it, sometimes I don't. But I'm a lot more successful because of him, and I'm glad that he came into my life and made it a lot better.
When Officer Goodwin came into the picture, Melissa needed an outside source of comfort and someone to confide in, because I'm just mom. She's second to youngest of 5, and it's nice to be able to have someone to call if she's in need of someone to talk to or someone to kind of get her back on track. Officer Goodwin has come to the house knocked like a police officer and woken the household up at the end of his shift just to check on her. We as a family have gone through a lot of trauma. He's recognized that I was able to confide in him, and he makes sure, at least he says he does, to get a couple extra sweeps around to make sure we're safe at night. He's spoken to my 14-year-old son, who thinks that nobody is cool right now, to which he told me in confidence that it's really nice to meet someone so kind-hearted that cares about people he doesn't need to care for. So I'm very thankful to him.
Next, I'll move on to the Police Commission. Commissioners? If you can. Before you, we have Commissioner Pride, Benvenue, and Commissioner Unrath. It is no secret, obviously, as the board and the mayor knows, that we were down a lot of officers last year. So their job was just beginning when I became the chief. But I would like to recognize the efforts and dedication displayed by the Round Lake Beach Police Commission. I began my chief appointment in the fall of 2016 with a personnel shortage of 8 officers, which is 20% of our workforce. After meeting with the Police Commission, we challenged each other to review our processes for recruitment, selection, and training. From testing all the way through hiring, the police commissioners logged many hours in scheduling, preparation, testing, interviewing, and research. All this hard work and cooperation with the police department resulted in the incredible feat of hiring 8 highly qualified officers in just one summer, a task that in the beginning seemed impossible. On behalf of our grateful department, I would like to thank all of you for your dedication, and we want you to know that you are a valued member of our team. Thank you and congratulations on the job well done.
And this village really runs on people that spend their time with the village, volunteering, put a lot of hours in. We couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you so much for everything you do. We put a lot of hours in, and you don't always get thank yous like you should.
That brings me now to the FTOs. These folks went ahead, these commissioners went ahead and hired 8 wonderful people, and we have to have people to train them. And that is quite a big feat in and of itself. Right now, where are my FTOs that we have here? Come forward. Steve, Heath, Katie, Tim Schuster, Tim Goodwin. There's a couple that are missing. I would like to also have our newest FTO, who's soon to be Bob Gannon. He doesn't know it, but he's about to be at FTO. Come up here, Bob. He was just selected, so surprise, Bob. He is our newest member of the FTOs because the other ones are quitting. They're tired. I would like to recognize the efforts and dedication displayed by the department field training officers. The Round Lake Beach Field Training Program is one of the most difficult training programs in the county, if not the state. Our FTOs are chosen for their expertise, leadership, and commitment to mission. The training process takes over 3 months and, depending on the recruit's abilities, can be mentally and emotionally draining on the FTO. The FTO cadre has been given the monumental task of training 8 new officers in about a 5-month period without sacrificing or reducing standards and quality of instruction. This required all hands on deck, which included selecting new FTOs and bringing some FTOs out of retirement. As expected, our FTO cadre has risen to the challenges and is on track for successful completion. Your dedication and commitment has not gone unnoticed. I would like to thank you for your dedication and recognize you for taking on this difficult assignment. Thank you and congratulations on the job well done.
And just like the volunteers, you guys take on additional responsibilities, additional tasks. And you were trainees at one time yourselves. You know how that goes. You know how hard it is to be the trainer and the trainee. So again, we appreciate the extra efforts you put forth to make sure we had the best and the brightest here in Round Lake Beach.
Thank you, Mayor. I have just two more, so we'll be done soon here. I wanted to do a separate letter of recognition for the FTO supervisor, Tim Schuster. I would like to recognize the efforts of Tim and his dedication and his vision. In my 18 years here, the field training program has evolved and improved with each supervisor, continuing to improve on the efforts of the predecessor. Officer Schuster continued this tradition and has now taken the FTO program paperless. This is no small feat considering the amount of documentation required and generated during the process. An FTO binder, by the time you're done, is about 4 inches thick. It is a lot of paperwork, and he's taking it all paperless. However, his greatest accomplishment is the leadership he displayed when confronted with the task of training 8 new officers consecutively. This meant that at times he could have 5 officers training simultaneously. In years past, 3 officers training at one time was considered almost impossible. Officer Schuster rallied his FTO cadre and took on the challenge. I know he has spent many hours on and off duty supervising this venture, while at the same time serving as the officer in charge and fulfilling his patrol duties. Officer Schuster's success can be directly attributed to his leadership and his administrative skills. However, his dedication and commitment have not gone unnoticed. I would like to recognize you for your dedication and leadership. You set the example for all of us to follow. Thank you and congratulations on a job well done. And now the final one, the man of the hour. Officer Goodwin, can you come back up here again? I should have had you stay up here. So today we are here to recognize Officer Goodwin as our 2017 Officer of the Year. Tim is here, joined with his mom Tammy. She's here with Andy. We have a brother Robbie, a sister Missy, and you have nieces and nephews in the audience as well. On January 22nd, 2018, the awards committee met, and after a lengthy deliberation, I mean lengthy, you were selected as the Officer of the Year. Officer Goodwin, I would like to congratulate you on your selection as a 2017 Officer of the Year. This year, there were 5 other officers nominated for the award, and all were well deserving of the recognition. Officer Goodwin, you are being recognized for regularly going beyond what is expected for your position. You constantly possess a professional demeanor. Your fellow officers are in agreement that you not only work well with others, but are always willing to help. You have also proven yourself to be a leader outside of work by participating and volunteering in almost every community event sponsored by the department. In addition to your high patrol activity level and community commitment, you also found time to take on extra duties within the department. You are to be recognized for your work ethic, dedication to community, and ownership you display for this department. For all these reasons and many more, you have been selected as the Officer of the Year, just like as we saw Nancy recognizing him for helping out with another community member. That's why Officer Tim Goodwin was picked. Congratulations on the job well done.
Congratulations. Nice job.
Thank you, Mayor and Board. That's all.
It makes us all very proud when we have our police officers or any of our staff in the village of Round Lake Beach to rise above like that, go out in the community, make a difference in people's lives. And that's what we're all here to do, and they exemplify that wonderfully. Well, we appreciate you all coming down tonight. I'm sure you're very busy. You're welcome to stay for our meeting. It'll be short, but if you need to go, we understand. You won't hurt our feelings at all. We're good. Scouts here or just one scout? Okay. I don't know if I should recognize him or not. You better say scout leader. What's his name? Ian Abernathy. Yeah. Haven't seen him in a long time. Boy, Rich, you know how to clean our house. I'd also like to recognize that we have a scout and a scout leader here from Troop 679 here tonight. Thank you for being here. Is there a clerk's report tonight?
There is not, thank you.
Okay. We'll move on to our items of business then. We have item A. Is a resolution authorizing membership in the Lake County Major Crime Task Force. This is a new agreement for all the members that better protects us and the task force both. And all the communities that are members will be passing this in the next month or so. Any questions by the board? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Butler, second by trustee Husk. We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
That's approved 4-0. Item B is a resolution authorizing a award of contract to Iscalis American Floor Show Incorporated, in amount not to exceed $28,000. We need to replace some of the original carpeting over at our police station. The police station was opened in 2001. It's been pretty well worn. It lasted quite a while. It's 2018 right now. For commercial use, it's very good. But we need to replace some of it, and hopefully we'll come back next year with additional carpeting that needs to be replaced. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Nichols,
Second.
second by trustee Wallace. We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
That's approved 4-0. Item C is a resolution awarding the bid for certain expenditures for street sweeping, pavement marking, and crack sealing. We're once again taking part in the Lake County Municipal League's joint purchasing program. The bids came in very good again, and we're all going to save a lot of money. All the communities that participated will save a lot of money. Because of the quantities that we're bidding, we get a lot better pricing. And I think it's like 6-7 years now we've been doing this, and it's worked out very well between this and the Lake County's program. And I think it's one of the programs we're using also right now for joint bidding. So the more we can do that and share the fruits of our labors, the better. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Husk,
Second.
second by trustee Wallace. We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
That's approved 4-0. We do have executive session tonight. Before that is open to public participation. Anyone has a question or comment for the board, please come to the microphone, state your name and address to the record, and either state your comment or ask your question. Well, I hope our meeting wasn't too short for what you needed. We try to run very efficient meetings. We do have executive session tonight for probable pending litigation, land acquisition, executive session minutes, and personnel. Is there a motion to go into executive session?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Butler,
Second.
second by trustee Nichols. Please call the roll.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
That's approved 4-0. We will be in executive session. We have on our agenda action on the executive session items, which you may or may not take action when we come out. You're welcome to stay, but it's not required. Thank you.
Agreed.
Second.
Well, there's one more drawer full of candy stuff.
Oh, you were holding out on us, Dave?
Well, we're depleting the old stuff.
Oh. Wait.
Call the meeting back to order for February 12th, 2018. We are out of executive session. We have no action on our executive session items. There is a motion to adjourn.
Moved.
Second.
By trustee Nichols, second by trustee Wallace. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
More snow, please.